Hey everybody, it's John and welcome to another review. It's been about a year since I talked about the Walmart Plus program that of course that Walmart has. So I thought I'd come back and just give maybe a 10-month checkup on some of the thoughts I have about it and some of the benefits and perhaps some of the questions I have about the way that it's used. First, let's talk about the positives of it. The positives of it that my wife really enjoys. It's I think it's Paramount TV that's included with it, that she gets a lot of movies. I don't watch TV, but she does, so she really enjoys that part of it. The delivery service is okay, but I'm going to talk about that delivery service in just a little bit. I don't think it's all cracked up what they talk about. It definitely has some cons to it. The fuel, now my wife and I are retired. We don't travel a great deal. I think I checked the other day and the fuel savings that we had, and I'll have to say that we probably buy 90% of our gas at Walmart. We bought a lot of gas at Walmart before. I never did notice a great deal of difference between any gas that we have. We both drive Hondas, and they seem to run pretty good on anything that we put in it. And of course, we run regular gas. But I checked the other day, and we had saved just under $50. I think it was around $48, which means over a 10-month period, we only, I think at 10 cents, that would be what, 480 gallons that we burned. Again, we live relatively close to a Walmart. We live relatively close to shopping, so we don't have to spend a lot of money. We don't drive a lot of miles a year. So that's going to depend on if that benefit. But at $100, that was half of it. The Paramount Pictures, I guess if you had a monthly subscription on it, would probably take care of the other half. A couple of things that I did not use. I did not use the thing where you can go through the store and scan your goods, and then you don't have to go to the checkout. I found that totally useless because you still got to go through the checkout. Then you got to worry about, did you get everything scanned? Half the time you're way back in Walmart. Sometimes you got a good signal, sometimes you don't. And then when you put stuff back, then you got to take it off. If you check a price, you got to be real careful. You'll put it in your cart. I just found that it needs some work done on it, in my opinion. Especially when you do all the work yourself, and you still got to wait on somebody to check you out. Now that's another thing about Walmart that I'm beginning to absolutely despise. I'm to the point where if there's not a self checkout, I just don't go through Walmart anymore. And let's see, there's a bunch more benefits that it has. We don't use any of those. So I guess it's down to the fuel and the home delivery is what it is. And this is the crazy thing. Let's talk about some of the crazy things. There are some things at Walmart on the Walmart Plus program that are less expensive if they bring them to your house than if I go to the store and pick up. I don't have any clue why that is, but it has happened. There was one thing, there was a stereo bar or something that we had to do. My wife wanted for the television. So we went up to the store to pick it up. I think it was like $100, maybe $120 at the store. And we had seen it online for like $99. So we went up there. We said, well, it must be 99 on sale. So we drove 7 miles to Walmart. They says, no, that's an online price. So we went back home, went online, and then about 3 or 4 hours later, Walmart delivered it to our house for $99. And some of this doesn't make sense. Now, here's the craziest part. The website is absolute. It has to be without doubt. I do believe that whoever designed that website must have been smoking dope 6 weeks before they put the first line of code in. It is a very convoluted, upside down. There's no ways I can describe how difficult compared to other websites. I'm not saying it's impossible, but everybody who has a selling website should first go to eBay and Amazon and see how they do it and pretty much just replicate that. A monkey could order from Amazon or eBay. Let's talk about Walmart. If you order from Walmart, first thing you got to do if you want delivery is there's several options you got to choose from. And you can put in 4 or 5 items, and then some of it is available for shipping and some is available for delivery. Well, I've already paid $100. But then you got it for the Walmart program. Now, if you're not careful, you got to pay a delivery fee on top of that. And then you got to put these different times in. If you get a time up that's too close to where you are, it might be a $5 delivery fee. And if it's not, then you got to tip the driver. Now, I understand drivers got to make it too, but why do I pay $100 a year for delivery and then I still got to tip the driver? Now, that's if you get a delivery from the store. Oh, and the third one is the three options are you can pick up from the store, which you don't have to pay for that. A delivery, I don't think you even have to pay for that. It's about $35. Or shipping, I think the same thing. I'm not real sure about because I've got the Walmart Plus. Let's just stay on those. All right, so there's three types of shipping. Now, just because you order doesn't necessarily mean, this is my experience, it doesn't mean that you can choose shipping on everything. Sometimes you don't have an option. It looks like, or either it's hidden somewhere on this crazy website. it seems like they're going to split it up every time. Here's an example. Happened this week. This is unbelievable. I ordered 7 items to be delivered here to the house. All right. In about 4 or 5 hours, everybody knows what a Walmart bag looks like. 3 of those items came in 3 separate bags, 3 labels on the top with my name, John, on it, dropped off at the front door, driven down here with someone in a car. That's the first thing. 7 items. That was 2 of them. The next day, FedEx truck comes up, brings this big old box. This is one of the items. It's hand cream. So they went on the road. They drove a car down to my house 7 miles. Then the next day, the FedEx truck arrives with another item. It's the hand cream in this big old box with paper in it. To top it all off, remember, 7 items. This is air freshener. This is air freshener. This is the bag that air freshener came in. This big old plastic bag. Another car came up and down the road, or another truck came up and down the road to bring me this bag. I'm not through. Of the 7 items, I've got 6 of them in, or however many that is. I got 1 more coming. It'll be here today on another FedEx truck. Now, I'm not a tree hugger, but I do think we ought to be responsible for our environment. How in the world could Walmart explain for a $19 order, put stuff in boxes, put stuff in bags, do stupid stuff like putting 2 cans of air freshener in this big old bag, and then have 3 individual trucks driving up to my car for I think it was like 19, maybe, it was less than $30, less than $30 order. I guarantee you all that mess right there burn up more gas than anything that I could have just gone to the store. But hey, I paid $100. I want it brought to my house. So would I do it again? I guess that's the next thing. Would I do it again? I don't know. Probably so, because my wife likes to watch the movies. And occasionally, sometimes we're out there doing something and I just don't feel like running up to Walmart and walking in the parking lot, walking all the way to the back of the store, walking all the way to the front of the store. Maybe there's a cashier there, maybe there's a cashier not. And I can run the self-checkouts, I do. But I've heard too many horror stories about Walmart. Hey, I'm 73 years old. Sometimes I might be forgetful. I don't want to walk out with a thing of fishing hooks that I've left at the bottom of my buggy by accident and have the police knocking on my door. I'm 73. I got a clean record. I think I had a traffic ticket maybe 30 years ago or something. I just don't want to do that. Plus, those folks have got to have jobs. And finally, like everybody says, I don't work for Walmart. So will I do it again? I don't know. But that is a year's experience. And the part I really don't like is, just do like Amazon. I know Amazon sometimes you go crazy on boxes, but at least they put it all in one box. And they generally only make 1 trip to do it. So maybe Walmart need to go hire some logistics people from Amazon. I don't know, but it's the craziest thing. We order, we don't know when it's going to show up. All right, that's about all I got. Hey, appreciate you watching this far. This is John, as we do another review, and we'll see you on the next video.